Ladies and gentlemen, how we doing today? If you like challenger commentaries and you like high quality games, this is the channel for you. Hit that like, hit the subscribe, and let's get into this. So today we have Doublelift on Zeri, and he's going to have himself quite the game. Really taking it to this other team here. Now Zeri definitely got some buffs in the last patch, being played a little bit more. And we'll have to see what kind of aggression Doublelift pulls out to carry his team this game. You can see he's definitely putting it on early on this Jinx, really taking a good trade. Both heals are popped. You tell this Karma doing a much better job than the enemy Lulu. So pretty standard start from both teams. No early invades. Blue side really pressuring red side a lot, so we'll have to see if this Nidalee can put an impact on the map. Looks like she's heading bot lane now. And Doublelift and Karma are unaware of what's going on here, so nice flash by Doublelift to dodge the Q there from Jinx, but they're trapped completely now for this Nidalee. Doublelift's going to have to fight his way out, and doesn't get either of those kills. Karma is going to die for the double. And we see Viego there just a bit too late. He will clean up the Nidalee. So, not a complete loss, but rough positioning from Doublelift and his support. No ward in the river, and questionable decisions. That ward was used early on in the lane, so it may not have been available to put in the river, but we can see all summoners are down bot lane, so I'd expect the jungles of both sides to be coming back down there again. This GP seems to be content keeping Kayle under tower, and that Kayle will be at a slight disadvantage to level 6. Mid lane, relatively even. Let's reset our scoreboard here. Doesn't want to update. There we go. So, first buys in for the AD carries. And Doublelift has a decent little CS lead there, but he is down 1 kill. We do see the junglers going at it in the top side here, and Kayle will be there first. GP is on the backside. Viego in trouble. Not able to fight his way out, so a little bit of an overextension there. He had pushed lanes from both his top and mid, and they did not respond. GP, rough flash, dies. The Zeri there maybe for a return, but tall order to go 2v1. Does get hit by the spear. Oh, not able to get out. I mean, kind of a waste of the flash there. I think he thought he was probably going to be able to try some sneaky little play, but yeah, I don't know about that one. So now, Doublelift on the back foot, being pushed into his own tower. And you can't let this Jinx get too far ahead. Zeri definitely needs, a lot of items. Once she gets to level 6, gets the ult, she definitely has the mobility. And this Karma I would consider probably a bit more useful than Lulu. And we see the red side bot lane out of mana, so this could be a good opportunity for Doublelift to get in there, pick himself up a kill. No summoners still, so they have a small window. And we do see Nidalee in for the bait. I mean, let's see if this bot lane can get them in. Viego's coming in. The Ignite's off. I mean, they're selling it, although they know Nidalee's there now. Viego in. Nidalee just crushing him, though. And Doublelift picks up a kill, but dies in return. And blue team getting the worst end of it again. So maybe a bit ambitious from Viego there to go in, his bot lane being less than half health. We do see the Berserker Greaves for Zeri, building up that attack speed. So Nidalee will get a counter jungle off. And 6-1 for this Nidalee. I mean, those spears are going to start hurting bad. She already has the pen boots. And we see mid lane pretty pedestrian thus far. I mean, not a big lead for either one of them. Azir did die top, but he died to Nidalee and Kayle, so Yone really didn't get any benefit from that. And unfortunately, Doublelift's team doesn't really have a tank. So his front line kind of non-existent, which might be rough. You see Yone attacking the Azir under tower, but able to pull himself away. So very interesting. Doublelift opening up a big CS lead in the bot. All over this Jinx. Jinx could be in trouble here. They have them split. And Karma's going to get the root off of Lulu. Let's see if Doublelift capitalizes. He does slightly. Gets a nice chunk on her. We see Nidalee here again. But nice jump over the wall there, using the Zeri portal. And bot lane having a rough time. This Nidalee is all over them. They're in again. Karma is hit with the slow. Nidalee on her again. Does miss the spear. And Doublelift will get out. So really playing with fire in this bot lane. This Viego getting hard out jungled. Hard. So Viego's going to have to start paying attention to this bot lane. He's not really doing a whole lot. Yeah, he's up a little bit in CS, but this enemy jungler is decimating your team. And those spears, one of those hits, you're done. So unfortunately, Viego, even though he's here now, his bot lane is so behind in health that fighting a 3v3 is almost impossible. And Jinx now closing the CS gap big time. Down 7. She was down 20 earlier. GP ult's in. Viego's in. Jinx dead. 2 kills. So nice job from GP top lane. Will they pick up Nidalee for the 600 gold shutdown? And that is a scary thing. Not able to do it. And Nidalee's going to pick up 2, I think. She does. Again, huge mistakes. Azir there will get the shutdown. So, okay from blue side. I mean, they pick up a 900 gold shutdown. That's equivalent to, 2-3 kills. So really an even trade there. But, again, the low health pools from Doublelift's team, they're not able to pull it together. This Nidalee too strong. Luden's picked up now. I mean, this Nidalee's going to start pumping. And the entire blue side is squishy champions. GP building armor boots. Not going to help against Nidalee. Kayle opening up a lead. Yone, small lead. Bot lane pretty even. So, we'll have to see. Doublelift having a pretty rough early game, getting camped by this Nidalee. And we'll just have to hope that, once he starts getting his items, that his superior mechanics will take him to the end. And a nice wall from Azir. Luckily for Yone, he is able to pull himself back. But Carman from the side gank. And he might get away. He looks like he will. So we do see blue side trying to play as a team here. Whereas red more sticking to their lanes and letting the jungler control the map for them. Both sides playing correctly at this point. I mean, Nidalee's doing a good job. Kayle is winning top. Yone slightly winning mid. And Nidalee controlling the map. She's dominating. And we'll see if Kayle gets away. The flash will allow her to do that. But the last thing you want is not only a fed Nidalee, but a fed Kayle. And Yone goes in with 2 bars of health. And doesn't get the Azir. Nice block from Viego, though. What a block with the Yone E. Able to save his mid laner. And the mid laner comes back in for the assist. Well played, blue team. Team players. A plus. Let's see Double pick up a killer in the bot lane here. No mana for the enemy bot lane. They are in trouble, and he will get one. Will he get the other? He does. So well played. Now you see no red side jungler. Doublelift mechanics decimate. Not shocked there. But Doublelift's doing a good job keeping himself up in the gold, in the CS. He now has a bounty. And Karma, like I said earlier on, probably going to be a little bit more useful than Lulu. You know, Karma can now put some real damage, even with little to no items. You see GP wasting his old top lane, trying to get it back. I mean, I guess maybe it's not a waste, but you kind of want to have that available for your team. It works so well in the bot lane, too. You see another invade. Oh, that spear damage and one combo, and Viego is dead to rights. Nidalee smacking with those spears. 9 kills. Doublelift on the run. Does get the auto attack off, and nice kiting. So red team all in on this top tower. Cleaning the plates up big time. They'll probably get one more. I don't know if they have the damage to kill it off the bat, but we'll have to see if they decide. So, you know, objective game, red team doing pretty well. Blue team, team fighting wise, really coming together a lot. You know, they are, you know, waiting, they're picking their battles. Their red team is overcommitting in some cases and getting stomped. And it seems like when it comes down to 1v1s or 2v2s, you know, red team usually comes out unless it's bot lane, for obvious reasons, Mr. Doublelift. But, yeah, I mean, the game is pretty even. And, you know, Doublelift's team has a 2k gold lead now. So, mid-game starting to turn in their favor. Once again, Nidalee down here for a bot lane gank. We see the rift. That spear crushing, but Viego and Doublelift shredding. 2 kills for them. Lulu running for her life, gets stunned. They're going to take that dive, and Lulu is dead. Again, another really well-played team fight from blue side. They're probably going to get this second tower as well. Viego's going to pick himself up with blue. It's unfortunate the dragon's not up for another minute 50. They would have gotten that too. So, besides Nidalee, red side's looking pretty pedestrian. You know, Yon's just being happy farming Azir, 200 gold bounty. And even though he's down a little bit in CS, I mean, Azir is committing and making better map plays than this Yon is. You know, Kayle and Yon not moving are really kind of hurting their team. Even GP had a contribution with his ultimate. So, we do see them crunching GP here. Karma is there, though. He will lose his turret. Yeah, you don't want to fight that Nidalee. You definitely just stay away from her. Let the team fights happen. Let her get melted, right? She's a glass cannon. We see the Liandry's for Azir. We see the Immortal Shield Bow for Doublelift. And it looks like the same thing for Jinx when she's able to complete that item. So, Doublelift crushing. Really crazy damage. And yeah, I think it's pretty clear that Jinx will not be able to 1v1 Zeri, for sure. So that dragon come up in 20 seconds. And red team is here together. GP will be a bit late. He does not have TP. But he may have enough time. There's 5 seconds left. He doesn't look like he's posturing to go bot lane. So I don't know if blue is going to attempt to sneak this very quickly. Red will know. They're on the scuttle, and blue gets it. A very odd decision from red there. I mean, they were there early. They had the vision set up, and they just decide, hey, let's go back top lane. I don't know. I mean, if I'm red team there, hey, our team's here. GP was top. He's probably in base. Let's go for this. They know he doesn't have TP. Azir able to knock away Yone there with his ultimate. Did see the 3-man coming. So Kale kind of getting a little scary. You know, we have the Nashor's Tooth and the Leeching Leer, so that Omnivamp stacking up, ability power and attack speed stacking up. So when we get to a true 5v5, we'll see which team comp really comes out on top. I guess neither of them really have a front line. Kale, I guess, can absorb a lot of damage with her ult, but it's gonna be tough. Karma zipping herself right into the enemy team, but luckily they weren't paying attention. And we do see 30 seconds on the Void. The Rift Herald, I mean. So, we'll see who gets that. Hopefully, blue team will collect that like they did last time. They got 2 turrets off it. And that, look at that damage. That Zeri damage is wild. Doublelift going off. Not getting immediately melted by Nidalee. And able to dodge everything. His mechanics are just crisp. I mean, amazing. Viego coming in for the cleanup. GP side flank. He's going to get 2. Nidalee in trouble. She's in the pit and right into GP's open arms. GP just gave her a little smooch on the cheek there. At least take her to dinner first. Jeez. Now we do see Kale in the top lane looking to go after that top turret, but not really any minions there to push, so not sure what she's doing up there. I guess maybe she'll go for the Rift. There is only 1 minute and 20 left on that, so I guess both teams are going to give that up. And mid is open now for blue side. So that red side jungle is going to be dangerous for red team to go in there. No wards. 428 damage from that Zeri. Jesus. And you can see, I mean, Doublelift, it is hard to kill that man. He has some wild mechanics, crazy movement, and, I mean, we're not shocked about this. He is Doublelift. And Azir biting off a little bit more than he can chew there with the Kale, so we do see Kale powering up a little bit. GP in trouble, able to flash out. So this Nidalee maybe falling off. Didn't melt Doublelift immediately. I mean, that's your first problem. Karma there for the shield. So as long as the bot lane sticks together, they should be fine. And, I mean, really the only hope to a red team that I see now is they got to get a pick and then force the fight. I think in a straight up 5v5, I think Doublelift's going to walk all over them. 7 kills. Looks like he's building towards IE now. And Jinx not able to hit the snare. Doublelift all over her and just shredded. Let's see if he goes for a 3v1. It looks like he will. Goes in on his own. Nidalee gives him a little pat on the head, but I mean, the confidence is brimming. And I'm not surprised. I mean, this is what Doublelift does, right? He goes in and he shreds. He says, I don't even need a support. I'll do it on my own. Who needs a team? And they're pushing down this mid tower. Inhib's going to be open. Nidalee stunned. I mean, the blue team's really turning this around. Top turret down. Mid inhib open for the taking now. Baron is up. Dragon in 4 seconds. So let's see if blue team postures again to get this dragon. And they should look to force this fight. I mean, Yona's top, and here it is. Kale immediately chunked. She's going to die. And red side in a bad position here. They are clumped up in this jungle. Zeri going in, no fear. Flash over the wall. Jinx picks up 1,000 gold in the bounty. But can blue side clean this up? Looks like Nidalee will die to Azir. Yes. And this should be a free dragon. So I guess Doublelift dying there, maybe not the best. But blue side will pick up the dragon. Yone, he may get this top turret. But GP's there to protect the base turrets. Which is all that matters. I mean, the outer turrets, you know, while they are important, they're not a huge deal. You know, no one's making their last stand at top turret. That's just not happening. Yone TPing out. Will he die, though? Nope, doesn't. So, I guess he probably wasn't going to get away from GP, but does burn the TP. So that will not be available for an inevitable Baron fight whenever that happens. And it looks like only Kayle will have hers, so no TPs from Azir, and GP running Ignite this game. And team's definitely posturing. They see Kayle bot lane, but she does have teleport, and I don't know if they're aware of that or not. They might think it's down. So they're going to force this. Lulu far away, Jinx backing. Red team in trouble. The rocket inbound, let's see if it gets the steal. Doesn't. And Azir on them now. And this is not looking good for red team. They are in trouble. Blue team on the chase. They smell the blood in the water. Kayle going to be stopped bottom by GP. Those spears, nothing to sneeze at, though. You got to be careful with those. And Nidalee trying to use her 10 kills. Viego traps himself there. And a bit of an overextension. So, losing 2 from blue side. Azir, though, he is quite strong now. 214 CS. Couple of items. You got a Zanya's, that Liandry's. And Nidalee probably a little bit pissed off at his team. You know? Has a crazy early game. The rest of his team, they're just lost in space. They don't know what's going on. They can't team fight without Nidalee, and Nidalee's trying her hardest, and she just can't get it done. Let's see if she gets the 1v1 versus GP here. And even GP's getting the better of her. Lulu there, and she gets annihilated by Zeri. Nidalee able to get away, but, I mean, you can see Nidalee dropping off hard. I mean, GP, he does not have 11 kills. Does have a lot more CS, but Nidalee falling off hard without the tankiness of a true frontline champion. This comp from red side is just getting annihilated. You know, Zeri, a crusher. Azir, a crusher. GP, really powering up with that Trinity Force and the Collector. And they're going to push down this top tower with Baron. And GP happy to keep Kayle occupied. A 4v4 is not winnable for red team. They're going to pick up their first inhib, probably get a second. And Kayle off into the bushes on the left side. Well, Viego gets caught and does go down. Let's see if they're able to get this inhib. Doublelift go, and they will. So again, well played. That IE now active from Doublelift. And yeah, it's just I think it's done. You know, 7k gold lead for Doublelift's team. I mean, it's clear that he can outplay pretty much the entire team on his own. He's gone in for multiple 1v3s. And if I had to put my money on it, I'm probably going to bet Doublelift wins the 1v3. You know? His mechanics are just that clean. As they should be. He is a professional. But I just think at the very beginning, the matchup just favored Zeri and Karma. You know, Karma is just, in my opinion, better. She dishes out more damage. Her shield is just as useful as Lulu's. And she has a root. you know? Yone not able to kill GP and does get killed by the Q. Kale on the chase. We'll pick that one up from Azir. So we'll see if Doublelift can chase her down. Kale's going for it. She has her ult. Doublelift over the wall and will pick up the kill. So Kale overextends. She's down by herself. Again, odd play from Kale this game. Doing very well in the CS, but just positionally, I don't know. You're not with your team. It's clear that your team can't win a 5v5. You're not winning your 1v1s. And it's just, questionable play. Blue team playing together, picking up their third dragon. So they're going to be looking to close this out here. We see Titanic Hydra from Doublelift, so he's starting to he's getting tanky as Zeri. And again, no tankiness out of the red side. I mean, they have Azanias on Italy. That's really about it. I guess the Lulu ultimate's useful and the shield, but other than that, I mean, they just don't have what it takes. They just get melted by this Azir and Zeri combo. Even the Viego is dishing it. Look at that 3,000 damage across those three champions there with the Zeri ability. And blue team just taking it down. And I think, yeah, that's going to be a cleanup from blue side. Kale fighting her way out. Doublelift goes down, though. This could be in trouble. Viego not able to get the kill on Italy, and Karma dies from the Jinx. GP now in here. That's some nice barrel damage, and we'll pick up the kill on Italy. But we do see the base Nexus Terrace being attacked by the minions from blue side. And Viego going in for the kill on Jinx. If he gets that, and he doesn't, I was going to say, if he gets that, that would be at least one Nexus turret. And lucky for Jinx that Viego got a bit too confident there under the terrace. And they still might lose a Nexus turret to the supers. So we have Baron up. GP doing some serious damage now with the barrels. So this next Baron could be the end of the game. And I wouldn't be shocked if it is. One more dragon for Elder. And Jinx, she's got a couple items now. Opted to go for the Kraken Slayer, i.e. and Phantom Dancer, instead of the Immortal Shield Bow. So we'll see if Jinx can kind of clean it up at the end. Once she starts getting a couple kills and starts popping off in a team fight, I mean, very doable. Jinx is a capable champion to carry. But that double of Zeri, it's clean. You love to see it. And Viego now catching up in terms of, contribution to this Nidalee. I mean, early on it was not close at all, but Nidalee really didn't get any help from her team. And we do see Baron started from blue side. They are shredding this. And it will be picked up by blue team. And Yone now in serious trouble. Luckily, he wasn't stuck in there. And Nidalee annihilated. Jinx in a bad spot. Yeah, this is going to be all she wrote, folks. Lulu just, not a chance. So very clean in this surrender there from the Ed team. Very clean by blue. Really, really rough early game. I mean, red side Nidalee making the right decision to go after Doublelift in this game. And it just wasn't enough. Just wasn't enough. So thanks for joining me again. If you liked what you saw, please leave a comment down below. Leave a like. Hit the little subscribe button to help me out. Again, thanks for watching. And I'll see you on the next one.